Regardless of where you're at though, outsourcing provides one of the biggest leverages that I've seen. And it just gives you that margin for error. And a lot of your competition and people in your space aren't using outsourcing like we're teaching it yet and building a team and things like that. So it creates a great margin for error for you, which gives you extra capital, which means you can break through to the next level because you've got that extra space. The fact is, you can't do it all yourself. The fact is, outsourcing will create margin of error and allow you to scale things up, and it will become your competitive advantage. Now, it's almost like an arbitrage opportunity though. People are starting to wake up to this idea. So we need to make sure that you jump on this opportunity early. And just at the outset, I was talking to a few different people, and this one particular person didn't quite get where I was coming from, and I think it was because I used the word outsourcing, and I know you're all here for outsourcing, but what I'd like to do is try and shift that slightly. We're still going to call it the outsource profit machine because that's, you know, the buzz and the rage right now, but it's all about building a virtual team. That's really what we're looking to do. I think when I build my virtual team, I get people on board, and they're part of what I do. They might not work in the office, they might be overseas, but looking to some of these other economies and emerging economies where there's, you know, the disparity in the cost of living in one country versus another means that I'm able to hire the best people at the best possible price, and that's what it's about. So this arbitrage opportunity though, it does favour the quick. And like, if you know arbitrage, I mean, it's a stock market term. It's the idea that you can buy something in one marketplace and then resell it over at another marketplace and make money between the difference between when you buy it and when you actually sell it. And people spot these arbitrage opportunities, like BHP. It might be listed on the Australian Stock Exchange, and then it might be listed on the US Stock Exchange. And when it closes, if it closes high, that means, you know, hey, I could buy BHP for this price, but if over on the Australian stock market, I could sell it for a less price. There's a difference there. That's an opportunity that I could potentially jump in on. And that's effectively what we're seeing with outsourcing. But people, when they see opportunities, they jump on them and then they close. So you've got an opportunity now to take advantage of outsourcing, but a lot of people are starting to realise this. You are still ahead of the curve. I mean, we've been doing outsourcing for, I don't know, 5 years, 10, I don't know. How long do you reckon, Pete?
I hired my first VA about 7 years ago.
So we're on cutting edge, and still a lot of businesses haven't woken up to this, but I'm telling you now, people are moving in. If you didn't see this, it was a really funny story. I've put the link there. And there was a Chinese software developer, there was a software developer in the States who started outsourcing his job to China. So he found another software developer. Now the company said that, inoffensive, quiet family man, he was one of their top performing programmers. He could be seen at his desk toiling away day and night, starting diligently. And what ended up happening is the IT noticed that someone was logging into their servers in China, and they thought, oh, a hacker's in the system. They thought something was up. So they started to dig a little bit deeper. And what they actually found was this guy was outsourcing his work, and he was sitting watching, cat videos on YouTube and checking his eBay listings and doing all this sort of stuff during the day while he's sitting at work, but he was still delivering at a very high level. Now this is someone in a regular 9-to-5 job. So this stuff is catching on. You need to jump onto this opportunity as early as possible.